Never stop reading the Bible. Today, we are embarking on a journey into some truly ancient texts. Specifically, we're looking at powerful excerpts from the book of Jeremiah. We'll be focusing on chapters 28, 29, and 30. Okay, let's dive in then. Chapter 28. It immediately throws us into this direct, very public confrontation. What was really at stake here? Who are the key players in this drama?
Yeah, it was absolutely dramatic. Chapter 28 details this conflict between Jeremiah, the true prophet, and this other figure, Hananiah. The text calls him a false prophet.
Right.
And the core of the fight was Jeremiah's prophecy of a long 70-year exile in Babylon. That was a tough truth to swallow.
70 years is a long time.
It is, and Hananiah directly challenged this. He boldly declared that the temple vessels taken by Babylon would be back within just 2 years.
Wow, quite a difference. 2 versus 70.
Exactly. A quick fix versus a long, hard reality. And to really drive his point home, Hananiah actually took the wooden yoke from Jeremiah's neck.
The symbol of their servitude.
Precisely. That yoke was a powerful symbol of the burden of Babylonian rule, of divine judgment. And Hananiah dramatically broke it, right there in front of everyone.
A very public act of defiance.
Very public, very theatrical. A complete rejection of Jeremiah's message.
So the tension must have been incredible. How did Jeremiah respond? I mean, to this audacious act, and maybe more importantly, to the false hope Hananiah was selling. People must have wanted to believe Hananiah.
Oh, absolutely. It was the easier message. But Jeremiah's response wasn't impulsive. The text says it was guided by divine instruction. He didn't just, shrink back.
What did he do?
He prepared an iron yoke to replace the broken wooden one.
Iron instead of wood.
Yeah, a symbol of an even heavier, unbreakable burden. It signified that the judgment would actually be more severe, partly because of Hananiah's deception leading people astray.
Okay.
Then Jeremiah directly confronted Hananiah. He prophesied that because Hananiah had spoken lies, and crucially because he'd encouraged rebellion against God's true message by offering false hope, he would die within the year.
He actually prophesied his death.
He did, and the text is very clear. It explicitly states Hananiah died that same year.
Wow. That's a stark validation of Jeremiah's message, isn't it?
It is. A powerful, almost terrifying confirmation.
So, beyond the immediate consequence for Hananiah, what does this teach us? This clash, the breaking yoke, the iron yoke, the prophecy. How can we sort truth from falsehood, especially when the lies sound so much better?
Well, it forces us, I think, to look beyond just immediate comfort, beyond superficial promises. Hananiah offered that quick fix, didn't he?
Right. The easy way out.
Exactly. An appealing fantasy that completely bypassed the need for the people to face their situation, their sins, and endure that period of discipline. Jeremiah offered painful reality, but one that led to genuine restoration.
So the insight isn't just don't believe lies.
No, it's maybe more like be wary of messages that try to short-circuit a necessary process, whether that's discipline or growth or just facing hard facts. True discernment often means recognizing when a message, however nice it sounds, tries to bypass a difficult but essential journey.
That makes sense. Sometimes the yoke, the hardship, is actually part of the path.
Exactly. If someone tells you the hard work isn't necessary, that you can skip it, well, that should probably be a red flag for you.
A crucial distinction. Truth isn't always easy, but it's the path to real healing. This feels very relevant today, Navigating all the information out there, choosing between quick fixes and lasting solutions in our own lives.
Absolutely. That human desire for ease, for immediate gratification, it's timeless. This story is just a profound case study, really, in the consequences of feeding that desire with false promises.
Okay, so Jeremiah stood firm against that. But what about the people already in exile? Chapter 29 shifts focus to them, right?
Yeah.
How are they supposed to live with this long, hard truth of a 70-year wait?
Yes, chapter 29 gives us Jeremiah's message to the exiles in Babylon. And his counsel is, remarkably practical and very forward-looking considering their situation.
How so?
He understood they'd be tempted to despair, or maybe just constantly look for an immediate escape. But instead, he tells them to live normal, settled lives right there in Babylon. Build houses, plant gardens, marry, have families. Basically, put down roots for the duration. He even tells them to seek the peace and prosperity of Babylon, the city where they were exiled.
That is counterintuitive. Pray for your captive city.
It really was revolutionary. And crucially, he warned them again. Don't be swayed by other false prophets among you promising a quick return. He urged them, wait patiently for the full 70 years.
He sticks to the timeline.
He does. He assures them that at the appointed time, they will return. Their future hope is secure in God, but on God's timeline, not theirs.
So how was this received? Did they listen? I mean, telling people to settle in for 70 years when others are promising freedom next year?
That's the hard part. Unfortunately, it seems many still preferred the easier message. They gave more credence to the false prophets.
Like Hannah and I back home.
Exactly. The text specifically names another one among the exiles, a man called Shemaiah. He actually slandered Jeremiah, tried to undermine his message, even wrote letters back to Jerusalem demanding Jeremiah be punished.
So active resistance to the truth.
Yes. It shows the power of a narrative, doesn't it? Especially a false one when people are vulnerable and desperate. Shemaiah's story was appealing because it validated their desire for a quick return. It made Jeremiah's message of patience seem almost cruel.
And did God respond to this, Shemaiah?
He did. What's fascinating is that God explicitly names these deceivers, like Shemaiah, and declares judgment on them. It affirms Jeremiah's authenticity again, despite the opposition. Shemaiah was told that neither he nor his descendants would see the good God had promised because he preached rebellion.
A clear vindication for Jeremiah, but it really underscores that challenge of discernment, especially in hard times.
Without a doubt. It's a lesson that true hope isn't about escaping reality, but finding strength within it, trusting the real path, however long it seems.
Okay, so we've had confrontation, then this difficult counsel for exile. But chapter 30 shifts gears again, doesn't it? Towards hope.
Completely. Chapter 30 is just this powerful message of hope and restoration, a total pivot towards encouragement.
After all that hardship, what future did God promise?
It's profound consolation, really. God promised that at a specific future time, both Judah and Israel would be brought back from captivity. No longer enslaved, but enjoying true peace and rest in their own land.
He describes their condition in exile quite vividly, though.
He does. Jeremiah talks about severe, seemingly incurable wounds resulting from their wickedness, like there was no medicine for them. But then, despite how deep that affliction was, God promises complete healing, full recovery. I will restore health to you and heal your wounds, he says.
So not just survival, a complete turnaround, healing, wholeness.
Exactly, not just a vague hope. God concretely promises to return the captives, fully restore their dwelling places, rebuild what was lost. I will restore the fortunes of Jacob's tents, he declares.
Connecting that to the bigger picture, what does it show?
It shows this incredible divine commitment to healing and renewal, even after profound suffering, even after judgment. It's a testament to faithfulness, a promise of a complete reversal. God's ultimate plan is restoration, not just destruction, maybe even a return to something better, refined by the trials.
Deep dive, exploring these challenging ideas, was made possible by insights from the Center Studio.